everyone! Today I actually have a surprise! It's Wednesday and I just found out about the whole Top 5 Wednesday group on Goodreads. So I saw that one of their top 5 tags was the one for today. I saw that the challenge for this Wednesday was the top 5 title fonts, and since I've been kind of wanting to jump into this group for a while and I thought this topic sounded cool, so I am filming this video kind of late at night, but I want to get it done, so it's gonna be up. So I actually don't have any of the books with me, the title fonts that I like, so I'm just gonna kind of put them up in this general area and like you guys can see them in the video because I just recently learned how to do that and I feel really technologically advanced now that I do. Alright, so number 5 on this list for me is Inkcard. Now, the reason why I picked this is because not only was this my favorite book when I was a kid, but I love how they incorporated the characters. If you look at every chapter title, they have different like drawings, and it's all the drawings are usually related to the chapter, and you can kind of see like the font's really pretty. It's really kind of like fantasy-like, which is nice, and I really love how they did that. I love how they made every chapter title really interesting and cool and just look awesome. It just kind of made me love the book a little bit more because not only did it just like create this fantasy world, but it kind of showed you what the fantasy world looked like in the words. And because words are a huge part of the story, I thought they tied it in really well. Okay, my number 4 favorite font is from the book series Peter and the Starcatchers, and what I love about this is like if you look in the corner of every book, like in the little tiny corner where the P and the S meet, there's always some kind of picture of something that relates to the books, and I just love how they do that because it just kind of like ties in and just looks really cool. Like it looks like an interesting book, it grabs your attention. I love that book series. I forgot about that book series actually until I was kind of doing this challenge and I was thinking of fonts that book titles that I loved, and this was one of them. So that's my number 4 favorite. Number 3 for me is the book series Magic. There's 6 total in the series that I know of. There may be more, I'm not sure. I kind of fell out of it after reading the 4th book just because I couldn't find any of the other ones. This is my third favorite title font series, and I love it because it just looks so, I just love it because when you picture fantasy or you picture like the old world or, you know, just anything kind of doing with like sorcery or just, you know, like kings and queens and royalty in general, this is kind of the font that you kind of default to. And I love how they word the titles, like the title has the theme, like the magic is with the Y, the flight is with a Y, physics is with a Y, you know, all of them have the Y in it and just kind of are spelled really kind of old, and I just love the title font that they do it with. I don't know, it caught my eye, I thought it looked cool. Then it was also one of my favorites. I had so many favorites, I can't pick favorites, I'm awful. You know you're a booktuber when you can't pick a favorite series. But yeah, so that's my number 3 choice. Okay, number 2 for me is The Book Thief, and what I like about this title is because it's kind of grungy, and I think that really fits with the whole book. Like the whole cover, it really kind of fits with the theme that they have going throughout the whole book, you know? Like you see some titles and it's just like you would think that they'd be more creative or sometimes less creative with how they did things, but I like this because it just looks like ink splattered on paper, and since The Book Thief is told from such a unique and interesting perspective, I thought the way that they did the title and just the way they wrote the whole book in general just kind of kept with the whole unique and interesting kind of theme and just perspective of it. So that's my number 2, and finally my number 1 favorite title font ever. Obviously, I'm just gonna have to default to Harry Potter because how could you not love this font? This font has taken over the internet, it's taken over, you know, we all secretly write in this font because it's just the signature of such an iconic series. Like, you can type in this font and literally almost everyone will recognize where it's from. So just like how it looks on the page, just how it is on the cover, just everything that it, you know, carries and means to people who grew up with Harry Potter or who just grew up hearing the stories and seeing the movies, it holds a special place in my heart. Like, Harry Potter is so special to me. I love it so much. I'm a Potterhead, I will say it. So I just have to say that's my number 1 favorite font. It is the font that has taken over a lot of the literary world. Alright guys, so that was my Top 5 Wednesday, my first Top 5 Wednesday video, and I think I saw the topic for next week, but I'm going to keep it a secret. I really like the topic that they have for next week because that is actually one of my, I'm going to keep it as vague as possible. That is one of my favorite kind of things to read, is from that kind of topic. So there you go. That's my first Top 5 Wednesday video. Hopefully not my last. Sorry if it's a little bit dark. I'm kind of filming this at night. It's super last minute. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.